Hello, hello, hello. My name is Shanae Andre, and I am coming to you today from Escapes from Emerge. That's my travel agency. And I've got a couple of tips for you just in your travel. I happen to work in the hotel industry, and so I have noticed over the years that there are a couple of situations that take place, and if by chance you were an informed consumer, you would be able to have just a little bit more information so that when you are checking into a hotel, your stay is a lot more pleasant. We want you at all times to enjoy the time that you are in a hotel. However, information is key, and so in order to be an informed consumer, I want to give you a couple of tips. And today we're going to talk about incidentals. So if you are a front desk agent, a front desk manager, if you work at hotels at all, I want you to make sure that you post this information so that we can get this out there. It's hard to give it to a customer when they're at the front desk and they are already frustrated. So the first thing I want to go over is the difference between hotel versus motel. I have never worked at a motel, so I do not know their policies and procedures. However, I have worked in the hotel industry, and there is a distinct difference in the policies and procedures. So the first thing is that when you check in to a hotel, your credit card is going to be swiped for the estimated cost of your stay, including the taxes. And in addition to that, girl, Jasia, I see you, honey. And in addition to that, it is also going to be an incidental charge. Now, when you walk into these hotels, you might see a restaurant, you might see a bar, you might see a marketplace. And what these are different outlets that you could possibly make purchases at, which is the reason for the incidental cost. Now, if you don't happen to see, yes, I am, Abu, I'm doing it. Yeah, I am. If you don't happen to see any of these things, if you don't happen to see any of this, then they might have in-room movies, but there is going to be there is usually a decision made outside of the front desk staff when that hotel is brought up, and they are requiring an additional amount of money to be held on your card so that if you do opt to make any of these purchases, you don't have to necessarily come out of your pocket in addition, or there is already an extra amount of money on your room that can be utilized. Now, when you check in, there are so many different people that say, well, I'm not going to use anything. However, I have seen with my own 4 eyes that people will check in and there will be a situation where, let's say that there are children in the room and the children might accidentally purchase a movie. Or let's say that you're in town for an event and you come away from that event and it is late at night and there is no food that you can go and purchase. And so you're going to get a couple of items out of the marketplace. Right in that moment is the reason why you have incidentals. Because guess what? You do not have to go and get any money. You can charge that to your room because you've got that additional money on there. Now, I just want to give you an understanding. When you make a reservation, very many times you are calling a call center. That call center is not on site. So when you're talking to the call center and you say, I want to pay cash at check-in, and they say that's okay, they are not aware of what that individual hotel's policy might be. So after you have made your reservation, my suggestion for you to be an informed consumer is to call that hotel directly and say, I just want to verify that I can make a cash transaction at check-in. They will at that time be able to let you know what those different costs might be or if that's at all possible. But every time you make a reservation, especially when you're going through a third-party situation, such as let's say Expedia or Priceline or something of that nature, where you're talking to somebody who doesn't have any association with the hotel, I want you to be able to call in. And at that time, when you get that information for yourself, when you approach the front desk and we start asking for these additional costs, you're not frustrated and angry. And then now at that point, your stay has been compromised and right now we're talking about leisure travel. We'll have this conversation again about business, but this is leisure travel. So these are reservations that you made yourself, either online or through calling a reservation center. This is information. I know, girl, we need to put this on every hotel site, but I think that the conversation needs to be had. And being in the industry, it's so hard because we're standing at the desk and we're wanting to make sure that we are giving you the best customer service, but you're so frustrated and it's a lack of information that's causing the issue. I promise you, as a front desk agent, I don't get that money. I don't get to touch it. I don't get to see it. It does not belong to me. It does. And when you check out, no, not at the moment that the checkout button is hit, but 2 to 3 days based off of your bank, that money that you did not spend will come back to your card. This is pretty much the basis of incidentals across the board. Now, different hotels may choose different options. So some hotels may opt to add a certain amount to your entire stay. Other hotels might decide to add a certain amount to each day based off of how much money you're spending at that particular time. That is an individual, that is something that comes down from either corporate, the hotel management team, but that has nothing to do with the agent that's standing there speaking to you, making sure that they're doing the job that they're supposed to be doing. And I just want to try to begin because I feel like the tips and the information that we could give you from inside will help you to have a better experience. So the next time if you've got a reservation right now and you're going to be traveling within the next few weeks, go ahead and get your confirmation number, call that hotel, verify their information. If you want to pay cash, verify their cash paying policy. If you are going to put this information on your debit card or your credit card, then you want to get a little bit more of an understanding now. It is very hard to give you exact numbers. If you called my hotel and you asked me exactly how much money it is going to be, there might be a difference based off of what the taxes are or if your rate adjusts or anything like that. A lot of times people will make a reservation, let's say for a king. Then you check in and you want to change your room to a double. And at that moment, the rate might change. And based off of that, your taxes might change. And so that means that it's very hard to give you a direct quote. I live in the state of Georgia. When you check into my hotel, you're going to be paying the rate of the room. You're also going to be paying the taxes. You're also going to be paying a federally mandated $5 charge that has that is something that's federally mandated. So that fee is something that is added to every hotel stay for every night across the state of Georgia. I also used to work in a county where they added an additional $3 fee based off of some additional information that was going on in their political system. So I just want you to be completely aware. Give the hotel a call, take the time, have a conversation with somebody that is on property and ask those questions so that when you check in, you are completely aware. Your stay is fantastic. You are able to be excited about what it is that's taking place, and we are able to handle whatever it is that needs to be handled for you clearly. It is so important to everybody that you have a fantastic stay. That is from the top of the hotel on down. And so if you give us that opportunity by making sure that you are getting your information, you're getting yourself informed, that would be so helpful for not only you, but for everyone else involved. Now, I'll be coming to you soon, giving you some updates and things that you can do if you're coming for a family reunion and things that you can check with your coordinator. And just trying to make sure that the information that the front desk and that housekeeping, there's so many conversations that go on in hotels. And I feel that if we were able to truly have conversations with our customers, maybe we can make this situation a little bit better. It is a reason that I got into travel. I absolutely have a passion for it. And it's a reason that I'm in customer service, because I have a passion to make sure that you all are being taken care of. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be talking to you soon. I have enjoyed this. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.